welcome back to the channel. It's me, Tally Girl, and today we are doing our long-awaited, infamous fall nail polish picks video. It is fall time, it is pumpkin spice season, it is apple picking season, even though it's still hot outside. Well, at least where I am in Virginia, it's hot outside still. But anyways, I have some gorgeous polishes to show you guys that I will be picking my manicures from for the next couple of months. So if you guys want to see that, keep watching. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're almost at a million. I was about to say a million. One day we will get to 1 million subscribers, but right now we're working on 1,000. So if you like nail polish content, short form makeup content, as well as vlogs, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. But without any further ado, let's get into these polishes. So I took the time to put these in a color order for you guys. So we are going to go through the rainbow and we are going to take a look at all these polishes. So starting off with red, the first one I pulled out is this beautiful Sally Hansen, and this one's in the shade Cinnasnap. This is just a beautiful kind of like burgundy deep sort of red, and I used to love this one. I haven't worn it in a really long time, so I really wanted to pull this out. It's just that nice cinnamon red. And then next up we have this Wildflower lacquer, and this one's in the shade Cherry Smasher 2.0. This is a beautiful deep red jelly base, and it has a bunch of flakies in there that shift from gold to green to orange. And this honestly looks like fall leaves in a bottle. I feel like this is going to be so amazing for the fall, and I will be wearing this one for sure. I'm going to make a point to wear that one. And the last spread we have is from OPI, and this one is called Can't Read Without My Lipstick. So this is a little bit more of a darker red, a more cool toned red. Compared to Cinnasnap, you guys can see this one's a lot darker, a lot more vampy. So next up, we are getting into pinks. And if you guys know, I've been loving pink this year. I really used to be a pink hater, but I really started to appreciate it. So I wanted to pull out some pinks. And the first thing I thought of was I need a really good berry. So I pulled out this Zoya, and this one's called Ripley. And this is just a beautiful berry shade. It's kind of pink, it's kind of purple, it's in between, and it's an amazing cream. And of course it has that iconic Zoya formula, and I just was like, I need a good berry, and this is one of the few I have in my collection. I realized that I did not have a whole lot of berry toned shades, but this was one of them, and I decided to pull this one out. I wanted to pull out a kind of like a baby pink or a softer pink, just for October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And this is called It's a Date from Fair Maiden. So this is a beautiful soft pink, and then you have holographic glitter in there, as well as some shifting shimmer. You guys can see this shift a little bit. You see a little bit of that purple there. This one is gorgeous. This was one of the first pinks in my collection. This was actually a blind buy. This was a mystery polish. And so when I got this, because I wouldn't have picked this when it ended up in my collection, but when I wore this became one of my favorite pinks, and this really kind of like got me to see, especially this shade of pink, a light pink, in a different way. So I really love this one, and I wanted to wear it for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So next up, I have a gem toned pink. So for me, the main difference between fall shades and winter shades is undertone. So for fall, I tend to pick more warm, rich undertones. And then for the winter, I tend to pick more cool undertones. So this one is a beautiful like gem toned pink, or like a fuchsia sort of shade. And this is Zoya in the shade Taryn. And not only is this gorgeous gem stone type of pink. It also has a beautiful blue shimmer in there, if you guys can see. And it kind of has a metallic finish as well, so I thought that this would be a great gemstone color to wear. So next up we have our purples. I pulled out way too many purples. Like, I kept going through my collection. I was like, all of these are so beautiful, so I pulled out a lot of purples. But I feel like purple is like the quintessential color for fall. I know a lot of people talk about yellows and like pumpkin oranges and stuff, but I feel like purple just fits so well into the fall season. So the first one I have is called Kiss My Lash from Sassy Sauce Polish. And this is a beautiful royal purple base. And it has these beautiful flakies in there that shift different colors. And you guys can also see that shifting shimmer in there as well. Sorry if y'all heard that car going by or whatever that was, motorcycle, whatever. But this is such a beautiful shifty polish, and I love that it has the flakies in there too. And it just adds an extra dimension, and this polish glows on the nails, as you guys can see, and I really wanted to pull that one out. Next up we have an OPI mini. I do not know what this is called because OPI does not put names on their minis. I don't know why. China Glaze does it, Zoya does it, OPI don't want to do it. But anyways, this is a purple base, and it has shifting shimmer in there, as you guys can see. It's blue, and then I see gold and green on my end. The blue is kind of the only one that's coming up on camera, but this is a beauty. I don't know what it's called. I apologize. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at OPI. But yeah, I forgot I even had this, and when I saw it, I was like, let's pull that out. So next up, I have a Quixotic polish, and this one is called Evening Drawing Nigh Part 2 or 2.0. And again, we have another royal purple, and this one shifts different colors as well. You have blue, you have red, you have green and gold, and then you have these holographic glitters in there as well. And this one is just so beautiful. It's opaque in 2 coats, and I really wanted to pull this one out for the fall season. So next up, I have another OPI, and this one is called Leonardo's Model Color. So again, another purple with those beautiful shifting, shimmering elements in there. This one has a shifting shimmer and some glitters in there as well. This is more of an inky type of purple. It has kind of like that blue undertone to it. But I thought this one was really pretty as well for the winter time. And then next I have an Orly, and this one's called Ingenue. And this is again another purple base. This is a thin kind of sheer purple base, and then it has all of this gold glitter in there. Super, super gorgeous. I have not worn this one in years. This used to be one of my favorite purples, and as my collection has gotten bigger, sometimes you forget about your favorites, so I wanted to pull this one out and wear her again. So this is Orly and Ingenue. And then next we have a purple cream, and this one is called Leighton. This is just that deep eggplant purple cream. I mean, you cannot go wrong with one of these for the fall. You just can't. Super duper gorgeous. Love. So next, going into our yellows. Oh, you know what I just did? I did my purples before I did the other colors. That is not rainbow order. Anyways, I'm sorry. That was not rainbow order. I was supposed to do orange next. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. We're not redoing it. But yeah, it was supposed to, I'm sorry. Anyways, moving on to orange. So I have 2 orange shades. And the first one I have is a Zoya Pixie Dust. So it's a textured polish. And this one is in the shade Dhara. And this is just a beautiful, rusty, burnt orange. And then you have that gold shimmer element in there. And that's also the element that gives it its texture. And I just really love this one. Like, this is one of my favorite kind of fall orangey shades that I have in my collection. And next up, we have this polish. This is from Marc Jacobs, and this is called Surrender Dorothy. And I know you're thinking, it's called Surrender Dorothy, but it's orange. Isn't that supposed to be red? And my answer to you is, it was red. I don't know what happened to this. Hold on. Let me show you guys so you don't think I'm crazy. If you look at the top of this polish, you guys see right there, you see that red that's dried around the top? That was the original color of this polish. And when I was looking through my collection, I said, wait a minute, what is that? I don't remember buying this. And because it was this pumpkin orange shade, I have never in my life had a polish just switch colors. I've had shades fade. I've had, you know, bottles get ugly bottle syndrome. And at first, that's what I thought this was. I was like, maybe it's just faded like around the outside of the bottle. And it just has ugly bottle syndrome. It's not gonna look like that on the inside, right? Wrong. This is orange, okay? And I was like, what the heck? Like, I've never had a polish just switch a color like that. It didn't have any multi-chrome or shifting elements. It was a red glitter polish. And this polish is old. I bought this in a D-stash years ago, but I just never had a polish do that. And so I was like, even though this is kind of weird, that just changed color, I still like it because this is like a burnt orange. This is a pumpkin spice glitter at this point. So I wanted to pull this out and maybe do like a Skittle mani with this, but I just have to show you guys that this was originally red and it was called Surrender Dorothy for a reason, but now it is this pumpkin spice orange. So I feel like we should change the name. I don't know what we should name it. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any suggestions for what we should rename this, because it's definitely not Surrender Dorothy anymore. Yeah, let me know what your name suggestions are in the comments. But moving on to our yellows. This one is called Mustard the Courage, and it's from China Glaze. So obviously this is like a mustard orange. Okay, it has those really warm undertones, and it's kind of like a muted, deeper shade of yellow. And this is beautiful. Cream formula, opaque in 2 coats, and this one's great for fall. This was one of the ones I was thinking about pairing with this, but I'm not sure. We'll see what we come up with. Moving on into our greens. So the first one I have is a polish I plan on wearing for Halloween. And this one is called He Slimed Me from KB Shimmer. And this is a bright neon slime green. And it has these beautiful flakies in there that shift. And it also has a fine holographic glitter in there as well. And this one's super pretty, and I felt like this would be perfect for Halloween. And next up, I have this kind of like murky, mossy, swampy sort of green, and this one's from Zoya. It's called Jace. So again, it's just kind of that like, it's a yellow, I'm sorry, it's a green, but it has like yellow undertones to it. And I felt like this was unique, and I want to pull this one out because of course we reach for our olive greens during the fall, but this one's a little bit different. So I want to pull that out. But I did pull out an olive green. This one's from Essie, and it's called Sweater Weather. So this is a metallic olive green shade. Next up, we are getting into our blues. So first up, I have one of my favorites from Zoya. This is called Gin. Again, this is a jewel toned shade, and it's just this beautiful dark sapphire blue, and it has that metallic element in there as well. So next up, we have another sapphire, and this one is a Zoya Pixie Dust, and this one is called Waverly. So as you guys can see, this is still a sapphire blue, but it's accompanied by these beautiful blue glitters that also are the textural element in this polish. And this one is so beautiful. This one, if Jen looks like molten sapphires that are like melted down, this one looks like crushed sapphires. So I really like both of these, and I will be wearing those this fall. And next up we have a navy cream. This one's from China Glaze, and this one is called You Don't Know Jacket. It's just a beautiful navy blue cream. And then I have another polish that I'm planning on wearing around Halloween, and this other one is called You Know That's Right from Night Lacquer. So this is a beautiful blue, and it has these flakies in there. You guys can see the shift a little bit. They're pink, and then they shift to different shades. I just think this is like a fun polish, and so I think this will be great for Halloween. Okay, so now we're going to get into our neutral polishes. So first I have a black, and this is just a jet black cream, and this one's from Sally Hansen called Black to Black. This is going to be great for toppers or just to have a classic black mani during the fall or for Halloween too. And next I have this Zoya cream, and this is called Desiree. This is a beautiful chocolatey brown. And then I have another brown from OPI, and this one's called Chocolate Mousse. So this is a little bit of a lighter brown. It has some strong pink undertones to it. And I pulled this one out because I felt like it would be a nice nude or neutral shade to break up some of those dark manis. And then lastly, in the neutral section, we have two grays. So the first one is from Zoya, and this is called Ashton. And this is a beautiful gray or gunmetal gray, and it's just metallic, and it has that shimmer in there as well. So this one's super pretty. And then I have this Emily Damali, and this one is called Past Worth Saving. So this is a little bit of a lighter gray, and then it has that strong red shimmer in there. And of course, it has those beautiful holographic glitters as well, as you guys can see. So this one's just super sparkly, super blingy, and we need that even during the fall. So next up, we have a few kind of like specialty polishes to share with you guys. So first I have this topper. This is from Zoya, and it's called Dallas. And I've literally only worn this polish once, like a couple years ago, but I wanted to pull it out again, and I feel like this would be really cute over top of that black cream that I showed you guys. So it's just a clear base, and it has white matte glitters as well as silver glitters in there. Then I have this Noodles nail polish, and this is in the shade Fireside Cocoa. So this is a crelly polish, so it has that kind of like cream base to it, and then it has these beautiful glitters in there. There's brown glitters, there's some orange glitters, and it's supposed to look like a toasted marshmallow, and it really does give that effect. So I plan on pairing this with some polishes and creating a Skittle mani. And I have another crelly. This one is from 90, and it's called Stuffed. And this one is supposed to resemble stuffing. So again, we have that kind of cream base, and we have red glitters in there, orange glitters, brown. There's a few pink glitters in there as well. And this one's just super cute and festive. So I plan on wearing this one around Thanksgiving. And last but certainly not least, I showed you guys so many polishes. This is Moonshine Mani, the luckiest. So this is a multi-chrome. And this just looks like fall in a bottle. You have purple, you have orange, you have red, you have green in there. So it's a multi-chrome polish itself, and then it has a shifting shimmer element as well as some holographic glitter. So this one's super amazing. I featured this in my indie nail polish haul, so if you guys want to see that, I will link it at the end of this video for you guys in the on the end screen. Okay, I showed you guys all of these beautiful polishes. If you made it to the end of this video, put a fall leaf in the comments to let me know that you guys made it to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We had some disruptions, okay, but we got through it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like it if you have not already, subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.